Good morning. Thanks for being up with us. 9 o'clock on your Sunday morning. I'm Jenna with Angela. Matthew and Lindsay have this weekend off, but you're heading out the door this morning. Gonna want to grab that jacket, but I think still overall nicer day than yesterday.
Yes, no rain gear, no umbrella needed, but definitely the jacket. So
Yeah,
good point.
The heater in the car, maybe a little bit.
For sure. Temperatures have been as low as the low to mid 30s this morning. Sunshine out there will help us warm it up. We'll be in the 50s by midday. So we'll get you into your Sunday and the early part of next week, which does include a freeze advisory, or a freeze warning, I should say, and a frost advisory for tonight. Nice blue sky over Connorsville on this Sunday morning. We have sunshine, a bit of a breeze at Morse Reservoir from our camera there. You can see it here, along with plenty of sunshine. It's a southwest wind for now. That will turn to a northwest wind later in the day, becoming breezy. And that's one reason we're expecting even colder air coming our way tonight into the early part of tomorrow. Temperatures have already started to rebound nicely back into the 40s. We're at 43 Indianapolis after morning lows in the mid 30s, 43 in Muncie right now, and 44 degrees in Bloomington. The rest of today will climb into the 50s, midday temperature 53, morning sun, afternoon clouds, those clouds associated with a little weak weather system and more cold air. That weather system bringing a few flurries to places like Wisconsin and northern sections of Illinois. For us, it's just the cold air. We'll get a few sprinkles late this afternoon, early this evening, and then turn our attention to the freeze warning that's highlighted in purple, upper 20s, low 30s early tomorrow.
All right, Angela, we'll check back in a few. New this morning, Metro Police are looking into how 3 people got shot in downtown Indy overnight. Officers responded to a shooting at the White Castle on South Street just after 3 this morning. That's where they found a man with a gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Then police got 2 more calls, they say, about more possible victims. A male victim who walked in IU Health and another man shot on Madison Avenue, just a mile south of White Castle. Both of them are expected to be okay. Police believe all 3 victims are connected to this White Castle shooting. They say witnesses are cooperating, and there is video of a disturbance at the restaurant that could provide some more information, but officers did not detain anyone and say this is an isolated incident. Right now, police are warning about coordinated car scams. Buyers are showing up to test drive cars they saw on Facebook Marketplace, then in some cases snatching the title, driving off and never coming back. 3 people are now charged, and as Alex Almanza shows us, this scam may have targeted specific victims.
Jose Pacheco says it started with a Facebook message, a buyer interested in his 2012 Kia Soul. It seemed a little fast or strange to me at the time because she immediately asked for my address and I gave it to her. He says the buyer drove over, bringing a man and 2 children with her. Pacheco doesn't speak any English, so they communicated through a translator app. After a short test drive, he says that's when things changed. I take the document, I have my title here, and I show it to the man. While I'm handing him the title, he started telling me to move over there. And I said, okay, but what's going on? As I moved a little way back, like from here to there, he rolled up his window and reversed. His car, the title, and his phone he lent them to translate, gone. Police later found his car sitting in 25-year-old Sierra Griffith's driveway, the title already transferred. Court records show Sierra Griffith, her brother Chad Griffith, and accomplice Cody Webb face felony charges related to auto theft and corrupt business. Police say they worked together, often targeting Hispanic sellers. Edward Aguilera says the same thing happened to him, but when a detective called back to notify his car was found, they also shared what the suspects told police.
They were like, oh no, we're just doing this to Hispanic. They're all illegal. So it's like they were doing us a favor. And I was like, oh my God, that's really sad.
Aguilera now has a warning for anyone selling a car online.
Don't do what I did. It's the title or the keys, either or, so they can not run away.
Retired Lawrence police officer Gary Woodruff is also sharing some tips for people selling online.
The absolute best advice is to go to that safe place, that safe location. There's law enforcement agencies and law enforcement buildings really all over the place, especially here in central Indiana.
Woodruff also advises buyers to not meet alone, only sign documents after the sale, and to always be ready to walk away if something doesn't feel right. In Indianapolis, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
And this morning we're learning Chad Griffith is in the Marion County Jail. The other 2 suspects in this case are out on bond. Metro Police are also investigating a death on the north side after a body was found in a retention pond. According to a police report, it was the body of a woman. The discovery was made near Michigan Road and West 86th Street. We saw dive crews and police officers at the scene just after 2 o'clock yesterday. Now, IMPD tells us there was no trauma found, but the Marion County Coroner's Office will determine the cause and manner of death. We'll, of course, keep you posted once we learn more information. This morning, we're learning about multiple reports of people shot across Indianapolis yesterday, and in the last 30 minutes, we're learning one of those victims has died, according to IMPD. Take a look at this map. The shooting stretched from the south side of Kentucky Avenue and to the east side of Ritter Avenue in a span of just a few hours. One of the shootings was just about a mile north of downtown Indy on 23rd and Pennsylvania. Metro Police reported 5 shootings or gunshot victims between 6:30 and 10 o'clock last night. 2 of those victims arrived at hospitals with gunshot wounds, so it's unclear where they were shot. The other 4 victims are expected to be okay. Police have not released any other information about suspects or arrests. Right now, there's a lot of conversation happening around youth violence in our city. So a group is looking to help kids be part of that solution now. We stopped by the Youth Justice Leadership Program. That's a cohort of about 25 high school students who learn about leadership, advocacy, and life skills for about 9 months. It's all about teaching young people how to advocate for themselves and their peers about issues affecting them.
It's extremely important because they need to know who makes the policy, how they can drive some of the decisions that are made for them, how they could research to see why some of the decisions have already been made so that they understand youth safety and gun violence prevention and things like that. That's so important right now.
Organizers say this program also spreads throughout the community as kids take the skills they learn back to their families and friends. Well, turning to an event happening today, Best Buddies annual Friendship Walk will kick off pretty soon downtown at Victory Field. It's where we sent our Ella Rhodes this morning. So Ella, how's it going out there?
Jenna, it's such a beautiful day. That walk will get started here around 10:40. They'll walk a mile. Around 1,200 people will come out. It's such a fun day full of friendship and inclusion. They've already raised more than $150,000. I want to introduce you to 2 of the people behind all of this, Jen and James. So first off, I got to ask, what does this mean to the community today?
Oh, thank you so much, Ella. This is really a celebration of friendship, belonging, inclusion. We just want this to be a special day for everyone.
Amazing. And I know you guys have so many people out here. Can you tell me a little bit about the groups that you have out today?
We have several of our high school groups here. I just saw Pike brought a big crew and Westville's got a big group coming. So it's just so fun to see all those high school students excited to be here. We have some community partners and then our corporate sponsors. They bring teams out here to participate, and it's just a day full of joy out here, so we're really excited.
Oh, I love it. And a mile walk, amazing. And you guys have raised so much money so far. What does that mean to you all?
It means more inclusion in the community, better programs, more opportunities for jobs and student leadership, and just our ambassador programs. It just provides so much straight back to Indiana.
Oh, we love that. And this is the 20th walk for you guys here in Indianapolis. So exciting. And that will get started at 10:40. Jenna, we'll send it back to you.
All right, $150,000, all for a great cause. Pretty impressive. Ella will check back in with you in about 30 minutes. Thanks. Well, speaking of good causes, yesterday's rain did not stop these runners from hitting the streets. This is the Steps for Prevention 5K. It's put on by Prevent Child Abuse Indiana. It's all about raising awareness and money to help protect kids in our state.
Unfortunately, child abuse and neglect is prevalent in every community across our state. And so bringing together community members, partners, and organizations to raise awareness and funds to support our prevention efforts is critical to ensure that children are free of abuse and neglect, because we know that every incident of abuse and neglect is 100% preventable.
The annual event is held in honor of Matt Bremen, an advocate for child safety who passed away in 2003. We are now less than 2 weeks away from the IU Health 500 Festival Mini Marathon. Runners will race around downtown, go through Speedway, and loop the track on IMS, which is always pretty cool, on Saturday, May 2nd. You'll be able to watch the entire race right here on Channel 13, all our live coverage included in that, and you've still got some time to register. Right now, the price for the full 13.1 mile race is around $115. Registration for the Delta Dental 500 Festival 5K, a little bit cheaper, around $60. This morning, we're sharing an outpouring of generosity from the Giving Gig. That's an annual event benefiting the Community MD Anderson Cancer Center. There's a dinner, a live auction with some big prizes and great music. Even the band Styx took the stage. Take a listen. They sound great. This year, the Giving Gig raised a record $2.4 million. All of it goes towards helping patients undergoing treatment or recovering. 900 people attended, including, you see her there, our very own Anne-Marie Tiernan, who emceed the event. Happening today, Beech Grove City Schools is hosting a community food pantry. Everyone is welcome to come. You don't need to worry about RSVPing. Food will be available on a first-come, first-served basis. The drive-through food pantry will be at Beech Grove High School near the Hornet Training Center. That event will run from 2 until 3 this afternoon. It's also time for the NBA playoffs, and although the Pacers aren't in it this year, you can still watch some of those games right here on NBC. Tonight, the Magic will play the Pistons at 6. Then it's the Trailblazers versus the Spurs at 9. Coming up tomorrow, the Cavaliers take on the Raptors at 6. The Hawks and Knicks will follow at 8. And the Nuggets and Timberwolves at 10:30. So because of these games, we want to give you a heads up about our newscasts airing at some different times later tonight. We'll air our evening news at 5:30 instead of 6 ahead of the NBA pregame and playoffs. Then we'll see you at midnight for our late newscast that'll be on after those games end.